Okay, that should be functional. Yes, maybe? Oh, okay. Cool. Of course. All right, let's go ahead and get into this. I may end up doing a little bit of the suck later, but for now, what I want to do is grind a little bit of rep, trying to decide with whom. I will put on my glasses so I can kind of maybe see a little bit, and we'll go from there. Stevets, Batig, still suit mask. I think I have Nova Bronze. I have the chest piece. There's nothing fancy there. I think Wallach. Wallach has a really cool swatch too, so I may go for their placeable swatch. Moros also has a nice swatch. Richezzi's swatch is okay, but the pin cushion helmet's kind of nice, TBH. Wing module would be really good. I wonder, I can't remember if Hummingbird is. I want to say the Hummingbird is for the Scoutthopter, which I actually don't use as much anymore. Most of the time I'm going around in my Assault. And I already have the Jolt knife. Syndicate boots I don't have. Triple shot rifle I don't have. It really just, it's going to come down to what swatch I want. And which, thing I find most. We've got Race Against Time, which is Jabal Ifrit. 750 Landsrad, which is Sabotage on the Taiki, that wouldn't be bad. Open fire operation's pretty easy to quick run, or do a speed run of. We could do that. Because crafting, the okay, that's field testing. That's Imperial testing 24. Yeah, I don't think I've done either of these. So I think, especially given how all this is going, we're gonna go with. So here is where we really want to ask this question and answer this question too. Is what do I want? And gathering gathering's going to increase yield. This is going to increase augmentations and stuff like that. Now, getting this helmet would be really cool, but that's a long ways off. So I think, personally, if I remember correctly, this is the one that reduces worm sign. Yeah, it's going to be a ways out, but we'll go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and go over to our Landsrod stuff. We'll do exploration. I'm going to do Race Against Time. It's fun, it's easy, and we're going to do it for Wallach because they've got a nice what's the word? They've got a nice place or swatch. So, all right. So all I gotta do is run up here. This one's real easy. So race against time. All you've got to do is go and grab a bunch of different things along basically the Jabala Freight region, which is not hard at all. You start up here. I suggest you just kind of loop around. Even you can hit your brakes, right? And now a booster is super helpful. You definitely want a booster. It's been a couple of weeks since I've done any of these missions. This is definitely my favorite out of all of... Aha! Oh, they give you all kinds of time now. You used to, you had like 55 seconds or something. But it's going to be right down here. Right there. Doesn't hurt to throw on a shield. Okay, so you saw what it looked like, but you're going to see it again here in a momentito. Real easy. Real straightforward. This one kind of hides a little bit, but it's not hard to find. Just land, bam, right there. Now we pick up again. This one is going to be in kind of a funny spot. It's going to be on the back side of this, so we're going to go here and drop right on down, and it's going to be here. Kind of blends in with that block, but not too hard to find. And this one's right around through here. Remember, your distance is also going to be measured in like relative aviation or relative elevation. There you go. And we've got, I believe, just one more surveillance device, which is not hard at all. It's going to be right about there. Okay, I botched that a little bit, but that's fine. Okay, and now all we gotta do is get out of the region, which is really easy if I fly back towards my base. Doop-de-doo. And there you go. And now we can hit shift, hover in place, hit enter, and you'll claim your thing. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to just set down. Anyway, that's how you do the surveillance devices, or I think race against time. Let's see here. If I go, I'm going to press K. And press, well, I'd have to press G from there. We're not too far away from a dispenser power drain. That'll be really nice. We also got a skill point, which is... Oh, no, we didn't. We got a research? No, I'm just misreading that. Alright. Lens rod. Let's click on this one. Interesting. Okay, so this one's one I haven't done yet. I want to look at what the reward for it is. 1,000, so that's good. Go ahead and do this, and we'll do this for House Wallach. Wallach, by the way, is pretty heavily associated with the Bene Gesserit. I believe the first chapter house of the Bene Gesserit was on the wall like 9. I could be wrong on that, but if I remember correctly, I think even in Dune Prophecy, I think their home world is on Wallach. But it's been a while since I've watched that, and I need to watch it again because it's actually pretty good. And I think a new season's coming relatively soon. Worm juice time! That's right, Langobard. Good to see you, buddy. I need to make that into like a shirt, right? Like, where in the Kentucky Fried shit am I going? All right, yeah, it's worm juice time. Uh, but let's see, ruins of Tsimpo. Tsimpo comes up in Dune. Even I think that's where it come from. Yes, it is in fact worm juice time, Mr. Langobard. I am gonna be doing a little of that. Oh yeah, and I am sorry about that. It was a weird couple of weeks. I got kind of ill, then I got kind of busy, and I got ill again, and it's been a thing. But I'm trying to come back with a vengeance. I want to try and stream about daily now. Um, One of the big things I got to remember to do, however, is actually wear armor. Um, but yeah, I've been playing a bit of Dune. I've been playing some Star Wars: The Old Republic. I want to play some of the new Starfield update, which is going to be a bit different from this channel because I mean we're more of an MMO channel here, but I am a whatever is good that day gamer, and frankly, this is a hobby that I should enjoy, isn't it? So, but yeah, I'm glad to be back. I've missed playing and missed talking to everybody on stream. Helps me feel important. And I put out a bunch of stuff yesterday. I feel like I did a decent job editing. At least doing words. I feel like I did a pretty good job editing the Star Wars video. I think the Albion video was kind of a mess, but I'll put it this way: you don't realize how much you say and until you have to edit your voice for 8 hours. Uh, then you start to realize how many filler words you use. But that's okay. That's part of the process, part of the fun. No, let's see here. I haven't done a lot of this in a while. Where am I going? You know, would have been easier for me to land in the lower level. For one, I'd be able to see. But let me go ahead and go and get a little NSFW here. Fair warning. It's a still suit. That's fair. Well, I've always too just sort of punctuated the way I speak. It's not really. It's a little bit from when I was younger. I used to have a bit of a stammer, not like a really severe one, just enough to be annoying, honestly. Uh, but and two, honestly, my brain works so much more quickly than my mouth does. Sometimes I get kind of ahead of myself. The best way to describe it. Yeah, I also need ammunition. Yeah, I think. Excuse me. I think that'll do okay. Let's put our still suits back. Honestly, I haven't spoken like actually had a verbal conversation with enough Europeans, and especially not in their language, whichever language that happens to be, to really notice. having a bit of here. No, we're good. We have everything we need. I'm gonna bring... You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and bring this and the gathering equipment anyway. Because as sure as you think you don't need it, it's gonna be like, hey, by the way, you know how you need all this stuff that is never really relevant? Congratulations, you need it. Where? Maybe it's in the box labeled darts. Who'da thunk it? Okay. Spencer Belt's taking a beating, but that's okay. Really ought to consider shaving. I don't know. I'm trying to get the beard back. It's just because I screwed up last time I was trimming and it turned into a bit of a mess. But at the same side, words. At the same time, it looks so rough while I'm waiting on it. Just I need to make sure it doesn't get as scraggly as it did last time. But how you been, man? I don't feel like I've talked to you in a minute. Yeah, it's a while. Please excuse the slurping. Grab some of this, because later, Lord willing, the creek don't rise, I'll have the opportunity Hey, we got the things. I get that. I got a lot of friends that are in that same boat. My observation in situations like that is it's a combination of life circumstances, just general life circumstances, and not quite having boundaries, which is really hard when you need the thing that you're setting boundaries with to like exist, right? But also, I don't know if you're in the U.S. American work culture is just awful. Honestly, it's real not good. Like even when I was younger, even working at McDonald's, like I called in one time. Um, I was like 16 years old. This is 2006. Uh, Working in fast food, and I called in and I said, "Hey, I just like I just woke up from sleeping, and I definitely am ill." And I think I'd even gone to the doctor, and the manager was like, "Well, you need a note. Don't come back to work until you have a doctor's note." I'm like what? And so I was like a no call no show for a couple of days because I had to go back to the doctor to get a note. And another manager called, went, "Hey, where are you?" And I went, "Well, uh, Shelby or whatever said I." Oh God, there's a guy. I like these guys as like masks and such. It's really cool. Okay, so we got a little ambush there. I really like the ruins here. I think they're cool. They're very new to the game, so I'm still not super familiar with them. like that. Oh, Lord. Ah. Hopefully I won't have to deal with them spawning back. Ah, yes. Very high octane probe sitting. Pick up the spice cache. Ooh. Okay, that's that. I really like the general vibe here. It's super cool. Kind of creepy. Oh no. Not me. I'm not here. No. They're trying to steal my precious seed. Well, I currently this is more or less what I do. I don't have a lot going on right now. Historically though, I have uh worked in a little bit of entertainment, a little bit of music. Actually played a few gigs here and there. Not a whole lot, nothing you would have heard of, but neat little shows now and then. And then of course did some theater stuff. Did did work in hospitality for a couple of years because where I live, that's kind of our whole thing. But most of what I have been doing in the past 10 years has been like community management stuff. Uh, a lot of it's been online, which has been great because that's kind of what my personality is set up for, and my willingness to deal with people is set up for. But honestly, I'm trying to think. Oh, well, there's a couple of things I really want to do right now. Um, I'm thinking about really just sitting down and learning how to do music, or well, yeah, some music editing, but also video editing, because that's something AI hasn't figured out yet, and it can be quite lucrative. Let's go to the lines route here. Play bar reward. Rift Run Recon. Ah, it's another favorite of mine. I'm absolutely doing this one. A Rift Recon run. Alright, so for this one, I really love this one. You want to go... Oh. And you want to not lag out. We're looking for this platform here. So with this recon run, you want to set down. Pop on out of your burb. Interact with this. Get in the thopty. And scooch. And not bounce off of the wall of the canyon. Like I'm doing. Now you've got ample time on these. You don't need to worry too terribly much. Just don't dilly or dally. It definitely helps not to run into things. But also knowing, sort of knowing the characteristics of your ornithopter, how it turns a little bit better on the up and down than it does on a yaw. He's real handy. Irk! Ta-da! Alright, and that's the Rift Recon run done. Now let's see what the Lens Rat has in store now. Fremen finds... Oh! Cletus from the Holler. That's a familiar name. I think that may be Dr. Coctopus. Okay, so Fremen finds that's going to be in... I don't know where that is. Or, hear me out, I can speed run this. This one's not terribly difficult. Oh, that's a sub. That's a subscription. I'm making like 4 cents now. But thanks, Doc. I appreciate that. Yeah, if people don't know, they have the if you have Amazon Prime, you can subscribe, and it helps me out to some extent. Which bestowing it upon the walrus is a glorious thing. It is in fact it's a mitzvah. Just kidding, but I definitely appreciate that. That's glory to you and your house. All right, let's do some more Duning though. Which, by the way, my use of Duning in my Dune cave definitely can be traced back to Cletus here. So yeah, we're gonna go to the Blushing Cavern. And we're gonna speed run the Opify operation. It's real easy to speed run. What I like is this here is your compass. That shows you where you're going. I have a subscriber now. That's really cool. I need to figure out things like bits and emotes and stuff on Twitch. I really haven't put a lot of work into Twitch, because frankly, I don't understand it. I wish I did. But it has a lot of cool stuff, and it's great for streaming. What am I doing? That's not what I meant to do. We're just gonna... You gotta wait the appropriate amount of time. Then you can just kind of run in.
Shield off.
And then you leave. You make like a tree and you get the heck out of there.
Shield
Ah,
on.
crap. We call this being on the bounce. I I am I'm missing a reference here. I feel like I have at some point said I am not an apologist. Because I'm not. I am definitely not well read enough to be. Which channel info? Straight up, I don't remember. I'd have to look at my Twitch info.
Someone's here.
Oh, yeah, I have spent a lot of time studying these things, and I am very unabashed about where my religious beliefs lie. However, I don't really get into debate. Uh, I personally I find debate to be a waste of time. Uh, best way to put it, especially on the internet, because 80% of the time, if people are trying to debate, it it's more about feeling correct. Even for me, I get a little bit of an ego. That's why I don't do it. So yeah, short answer is I'm very open about my faith, but I just don't try to debate about that sort of thing because I don't think it's productive. Especially not when I do it. That being said, I am happy to lore dump about Dune all day. I just finished, actually just finished the whole series a couple of weeks ago. And the new book, or the new movie's coming out. Just awesome. Super cool. So definitely looking forward to that. Bloop. Alright, here we are. Flame. Uh, I feel like I've done more than that, but race against time. Oh, that's back to where we were. Oh, so what is an apologist? Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't. Okay, that's my bad. So an apologist is basically someone who can ex- sort of explain things. The best way to put it would be if you have a philosophical stance or a religious stance or something like that. An apologist can actually break it down and go, okay, this is what this means. This is what this comes from. Um, they can address weak points and things like that. So if somebody is like, well, if like the problem of evil, an apologist can actually break down things like the problem of evil. Like if God exists, why do bad things happen? Right? It's an old chestnut. Um, as far as the almond copter, you're talking about the. I don't know. Almond copter? Are we talking about the ornithopter? Because yeah, I mean, the tech behind the ornithopter is that it just works. Uh, unfortunately, um, I believe we've tried things like ornithopters in the past and they haven't really worked. Most of the technology in Dune comes back to most of the technology in Dune comes back to Holtzman fields. So in all likelihood, part of what makes the ornithopter work is the Holtzman effect, which is basically a series of physical equations that don't really make sense to anybody, but again, just they work. It's kind of that weird mystery box, and I wish I could tell you there was something different. I wish I could tell you there was more to it. There's really not. Frank Herbert himself put it in the book, and I think it's in Chapter House. Um, when one of the characters is actually like having more or less a vision. I'm just gonna simplify it to that. That the Holtzman effect is just a thing that one guy, a guy named Theo Holtzman, if I remember correctly, um, said, he came up with it, and a lot of the technology works on it, and nobody really understands how it works. They just accept that it functions, which is, of course, as you can imagine, kind of a problem for innovation. And I'd imagine it's also part of the reason that technology is sort of stagnant. It's all based on something that nobody can really improve upon because they don't understand how it works. I have a feeling that if there had been a continuation of the Dune series, had uh, Frank Herbert Frank Herbert not passed away, he may have elaborated on why that is. Maybe the Holtzman effect is, caused by some outside force, some force outside the universe or beyond the universe. That is something that's very heavily alluded to in the books. That there are other universes, and in fact, I think it's just sort of an accepted fact at that point that part of, well, part of what's going on with the space travel. But you can kind of see now. That said, with all of that said, it's ornithopters looking like this may not exactly be correct. Like they're they're described in the books as having like jet fans and things like that, like actually using jets and whatnot. But we get the concept of the fluttering wings from the 1984 movies. Again, I don't think there's a direct reference to them actually looking like dragonflies, right? I think that may come from the fact that ornithopter uh, essentially just means bird thopter, right? It uses the word orny, right, which is uh, refers to birds, and then thopter, which to me I don't know what the root word of thopter is, but I assume means something like flies like a bird or flaps like a bird. And I think the designers of the ornithopter you see on screen and that sort of format, I personally believe they kind of took that and ran with it. In the sci-fi version, ornithopters are actually they're VTOL aircraft. They use little fans to keep themselves up, which is cool. They look kind of funny, but so does a lot of that particular miniseries. Oh lord, there we go. Lagging like I'm still caught in the wings. Okay, good. Time for more. Oh, not time for more. We done. But I love these things. They're so fun. Honestly, my favorite part of this game. This is a cool little spot. We can do this one again. uh, I could do sabotage aboard the Taiki. Or I'm gonna be honest, I really just want to do any other mission. How close am I? Oh, I'm at level 15. Just to break things up a little bit. For one, I need to check Discord. The folks are on. We're going worm hunting. Oh, slurp. Oh, that's a rock wall. Let's go see what we can get from the nice French lady at the Atreides outpost. Oh. Oh, ooh. They futzed with the collisions, it seems.
Welcome back. What can I show you?
Honestly, sounds a little bit more like Quebecois, but I'm saying French. I don't accept the existence of Quebec. Oh yeah. I'll grab that. Oh, that was the thing I unlocked. Okay. Lol. But anything else of interest? That'll be cool. I know these aren't great, but at the same time I want them. Let's have a look. Let's see if the vibes are right. So that's this is the scout chest piece. We'll put on the correct swatch. This is the envoy. I don't mind that. Ooh, actually looks really good with the Harkonnen. colors on it. That's funny.
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
Okay, I gotta get the burb out. We'll go look at this over at my buddy's base. Just doesn't beat.
Sector weather alert.
Let's go
A
with
large
the
sandstorm is
the proper
approaching.
swatch. All right, not bad, not bad. But I think let's ooh, actually. That's not bad. Gonna look through some of these others though. That's a problem. Parking and chest pieces are kind of weird, EBH. Smuggler variant. I'm gonna stick with the smuggler stuff for a little while. I like it. Alrighty, let's see. Lens rod. Wallach. I could go and do the Taiki. It's not bad. I wanna derp around. Like, that's my thing, is I kind of want to derp around a little bit more in Simpo, so... Besides, it's... still 1,000. And away we go. I'll probably, here in a little bit, take a quick break and either switch over to Star Wars The Old Republic, which I'm a little bit more in the mood to play, or play some more Albion, because I haven't played it in a while, and I need to. Because it's a fun game. And I think people here really enjoy watching me play it, so... Now, if only I were a hot girl, this would be going so much better. Just sit here and be like, give me your money, simp. But I can't do that. I mean, I can. It won't work out as well. Hey now. And just be like, some of these girls just straight up show Hull on stream. But I don't think that would be the vibe. Stay near the probe. Exactly. You're forgetting, of course, starting an OF and you know, making just utterly vapid and honestly kind of disappointing TikToks. Like that's the three, the question mark there, yeah? Oh no. The Spencer belt's about to break. I knew I should have started working on that.
I take eyes on hostile.
Oh, y'all gotta come to me. Oh, they're both. Good to know. So I wonder if that's a Mentat thing? Because I know there's like the Solido copy? Kill, no. Mentat. Okay, no, because that wouldn't attack. That's just a special feature of whatever's going on over here. Interesting. Then we'll go in here, and then this will be the one with a spice in it. Doesn't have anything new, though. I'm not going out there. And they're done. Time to leave. Unfortunately, relying on the suspensor belt's going to be kind of a mixed bag. Oh, this is freaking cool.
Eyes on enemy. Help! Help!
I'm leaving before I cause myself problems that I don't need. Would be funny. So, talking about hot tubs, I actually know a guy who does hot tub repairs. If you're in the Pigeon Forge area and you need your hot tub repaired, holler at your boy. By the way, because I know a guy. Uh, and he'll do it fairly cheaply. Um, but if I could get into a hot tub and do a stream, that would be hilarious. I would do that. I would absolutely do that. Honestly, yeah. If hot tubs weren't, you know, a gargantuan pain, that like that's the thing. Like Will, Cletus. If if I were to get one, I don't really have the money for it. One, but if I were to get one, like they require a lot of maintenance on a pretty regular basis. That said, I hope he picks up soon because I'd love to get in doing account management for him because that's what he and I talked about when he was starting this the whole thing. Why can I not claim reward? Am I the fool? Of course, then again, you may just want to see me all wet and hot there, Doc. So he is in the Navy, or was in the Navy after all. We doing race against time again? Do I really want to do race against time again? Um, this one wouldn't be super hard. I gotta look at my skills real quick, make sure it's set up for it. I don't have poison tolerance. No, I do. I do have poison metabolization. That should make that doable. Yeah, enjoying it a little too much. You just know somebody'd be like, you know what I love more than anything in the world? Hairy fat dudes. Yeah. I mean, it's like it could work out, but it could also not be worth it. Like it'll just take one guy sending me a message saying, "Hey, you got pretty lips," and that's gonna just tip the scales in the wrong way, man. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. But I've got to run. Gonna I'll say run to the condo. I gotta run to the base real quick and switch out my dispenser belt. The weirdo is Doc, though. Absolutely. Doc absolutely would be that one. Okay, I'm gonna drop this. I'm gonna drop a bunch of stuff off too while I'm here, because might as well. Oh no, I guess Guess I'll just do a hot tub. Why do I have all of this stuff? I'm gonna just chuck it in the, I don't know where to put this container. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I feel like that's kind of like a drowning versus burning kind of thing. It's like, well... Or who knows, maybe, you know, maybe Sydney Sweeney's watching, and she's like, this is my favorite thing I've ever seen, and all of a sudden, you know, I'm fighting off models left and right. Uh, that's probably not it. But it could be. Let me see here. I gotta adjust. Sort of stretch for a second. There we go. I'm reaching this point where sometimes I need to just not be in my chair. I thought about getting one of those standing desks. That could be fun. You know what I didn't do? I didn't get another suspensor belt. My life is an unceasing parade of suffering. Hmm. Oh. I'm going back to my thopter. I gotta get a bike for this. Cause yeah, this is pure suffering if you don't have a way to get around. Get a bike, make it my thing. Oh, you talking about a table? Or yeah, you know what I mean. Yeah, yeah, it's pure suffering on this. But, yeah, the standing desk I think would be okay. Just for occasional, like if it were like one you could raise and lower, I don't know how it'd be for streaming. But like if I wanted to say take, you know, a good 30-minute or so, you know, break from sitting, but I didn't want to sit, like I didn't want to, you know, lay down, or I still wanted to stream or get something done, I think it'd be real handy. So that's kind of my big thing is like I'll sit down and it's good that they've got an okay price. Problem is I don't have a lot of disposable income right now, so It's even things that are cheap. It's kind of like a, well, am I going to be able to do something with this? Like, I hardly even buy fast food, right? Like food outside of you know, stuff outside of groceries right now. Like that's a every once in a while I'll get Hardee's or something kind of thing, not a. Oh, let's see here. I saw there you are. And the other thing I wanted to get was a bicycle. Motor bicycle. Suffering. Your Wendy's is good. I like Wendy's. It's honestly fairly decently priced for what it is. You get like a double cheeseburger. Those things are really nice. Their fries are good. Their loaded like baked potatoes are very good. I enjoy them. Baconator is very good. They even have like pretty good. Yes, the burgers are square. That's kind of their thing. Um, I don't know why, but they are. Uh, but they're definitely worth a try. Honestly, it's better. I will say it's definitely better than McDonald's. But at this point, just about everything is better than McDonald's. Um, I've kind of gotten to the point where I don't go anymore. Like I realized that this week. I'm like, I haven't been to McDonald's in like 2.5, 3 weeks, which is a long time for me. Like the prices are worse than anything else except for Chick-fil-A. And at least at Chick-fil-A, you A, get good quality, and B, get fairly decent portions. At McDonald's, you're getting increasingly small portions and increasingly low quality. I mean, I had a stale Big Mac the last time I went, which is inexcusable, TBH. I like Taco Bell, but that is keep the Lord's chicken. Yeah, I like Chick-fil-A. I haven't been in a long time because it is very expensive. Um, you can't. Okay, I basically just need to follow this. Ah! Oh. Really? I actually like Popeyes, but when it's on, it's on, but when it's off, it is not great. I don't know what I'm looking for or where I'm going. I've kind of just gotten Jeez, this thing is way too fast. This looks relatively familiar. There's a reason for that. That's because I'm at the right place. Oh, jeez. That is deeply unfortunate. Trying to remember my worst chicken experience, and it must not have been that bad because I'm having trouble thinking of it. Actually, may have been some that I made. No, not the mine. It just says it's on the southern edge. Which is here. Gonna be under there somewhere. Unfortunately, apparently this doesn't pick up what I need it to pick up. Yeah, that's also true. Maybe it's up here. Something tells me here is the correct direction. Ah, good lord. Oh. Ah, Jesus. Fuck. Ah. Whew. Just tried to rush out. That was not the right call. God damn it. God fucking what? Come on. It's way too easy to press the wrong buttons in this game. Like that's one of my biggest issues. It's just so easy to end up alt tabbing instead of using an ability. And it's real easy to just not use an ability at all and get stuck on something. Yeah, thanks. I'll try that next time. You silly goose. Oh, jeez. How many of these fucking... Okay. Come to think of it. Correct. Way too many people in this cave. I have decreed it. I'm doing population control. Where are the little... There. Oh, man. Just gotta quickly get in here, grab the thing, and bounce. Or fall through the floor. Excellent. And done. Now, we're at 5,500. Rift Recon and Race Against Time? Yes, please. So back we go. I'm going to do these two, and then I'm probably going to take a break. So I've been at this for nearly an hour and a half. And I'm going to need to stretch my legs for a few minutes. But I'll probably play something else when I get back, just to not only be doing these today. Because, oh boy. What did I even title this stream? I have no idea. I don't think I titled this stream correctly at all. Are those squirrels? They could be Hyrax, so I can't really tell. It'd be cool if they were Hyrax. I love Hyrax. Oh lord. Really? Well. Anyway. Yeah. I changed the description, I changed the thumbnail. Didn't change the title. What can I say? I am, do the recon run first. That's a little faster. Actually, I say that, but it would be much faster to go ahead and do Race Against Time. If you race against time, then you can stack up you'll actually be fairly close to where you start the Rift Recon run by the time you're done. I'm gonna lock in on this one though, because I want to get it done quickly. Okay. Now, as we swoop back along, I'm just gonna focus on getting this done. And apparently, in the process, just completely screw up. You know, when I do this privately, it goes really well. But it's legit just because I'm like trying to look good, I guess. I don't know what I get. I feel like... I think part of it's I'm going faster. Because this thing is speedy. And that's it. Well, like we're up to 7,500. Do this one again. But I am going to take a little break here. We're at the hour-and-a-half mark. I'm actually going to stop the stream and re-up it so we can do our thing. I need to... Yeah, I probably also ought to eat at some point. So, anywho, I don't really need to eat, but I definitely need to get out, probably take a little quick walk and just move around some. But I should be back soon. And this time I won't get kidnapped. That's what happened last time. It was unfortunate. Boop. Alright, thanks for watching.